Ladies and gentlemen, Six Fig Stock Trader here on YouTube. Folks, how the hell are you doing? CKB is killing it the last day. Let's get into it. Before we do, check me out on Twitter at Real6Fig. When I can't sit down to do a video, we will drop some charts, little bits of information when we're going live. Went live with Crypto Airborne on his channel last night. So that was a lot of fun. If you're looking for some entertainment, find this on my Twitter handle and give it a listen. Back to CKB. And CKB is just absolutely killing it over the last few hours. I think word is starting to slowly get out about this project. Even though I wanted to buy more at lower prices, I'm ready to see this thing fly. Inverse head and shoulders. Nobody's going to really dispute this, but will this inverse head and shoulders get stomped out by an ascending triangle? And this is the waiting game that we must play. For example, we have in my opinion, two potential ascending triangles that could form. So here's the first one. We might see price action, squeeze right up to this 0.018, maybe 0.02-ish level, somewhere in there. And we might see it retrace back down to about the 0.014-ish level. This is all contingent on Bitcoin and what it's doing. Market is primed to go either way. So this is a very important thing for CKB right now. I do think that we will see price action rip up to this 0.019 level, and whatever happens at that level, whether we go up or down will be dependent on Bitcoin. But right now, I do think that CKB is setting up so nicely. I mean, this multi-month inverse head and shoulders, but if that doesn't work out and Bitcoin crashes the party, we've got a backup plan in the form of an ascending triangle. Speaking of ascending triangles, let's look at current price action. And we are seeing a very nice trend line or resistance line right in this area, followed by a very nice pattern of support here in the price action. So I do think that we are going to see CKB squeeze to the upside by October 10th, 1 a.m. Let's see if we can get a bead on when this might happen. So, looking at this in hindsight, this time sequence is telling us that the price is about to start ripping. This warned us of a reversal. This was a reversal. Not quite sure what this was. I guess it was kind of somewhat of a reversal there. So I would say that this time sequence is probably somewhat accurate. Look for October 9th, 7 a.m., give or take a couple hours. We might see a number of things happen. And we might see CKB completely break down. And that would be okay because there is another backup ascending triangle within this bigger ascending triangle. It's crazy, but it's true. Let's pull that up. Bear with me 1 second, folks. So if we see, price action, fail to do this, we might see price action do something like this. So keep in mind that if we do break down here over the next day or two, I would say it's highly likely to revisit the 0.011 levels. And I do think, like I said, this is all really kind of contingent on Bitcoin and what it does. If it goes wild, we're going to see the alts flourish with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin dumps, we're going to see CKB dump. But right now we have a nice ascending triangle, multi-day ascending triangle. So that is good. Price expectations. This is something that everybody wants to know. If this thing takes off running, let's check this out. I do think that it would be safe to say we would come up and see at least a penny and a half, possibly even see, bear with me 1 second here. I would say definitely a penny, 0.0165 maybe somewhere in there. And if things get juicy, 0.017 to 0.019. If things get really juicy, 0.021. And at that point, this would be an interesting play to see if CKB can make it up to this level. One easy way to kind of measure or get an idea of how far this thing could travel is to make a post. Yeah, so I mean, this 100% level is likely, in my opinion. It adds up with everything else. But if things get juicy and we see CKB rip up into this, this 23.6 Fibonacci channel, and we see price action hold this 0.0217 region, by default, we are going to see a Fibonacci sliver, and price action could squeeze right in this sliver for more action to the upside. And so it's kind of interesting to see, that possibility also play out. Oh, man, it's looking good for the CKB right now, but we really do need to take a peek at Bitcoin. So let's get into Bitcoin. So right now, Bitcoin is kind of doing its thing. We do have still, it's not going anywhere. We have this rising wedge that's forming that I'm the only one talking about. So Bitcoin's in a very kind of interesting position as well. Let's throw up a little Fibonacci channel on this, just for S's and giggles, right? And you can see right now, Bitcoin is fighting with the 61.8 level, which is a very powerful level, folks, for any crypto stock to try and break through, especially when you come ripping right up through the 50. I mean, it's really toying with this the 61.8 level, and in fact, it looks like it is desperately trying to hold on as we're making this video. So right now, Bitcoin is kind of forming kind of like a multi-hour Fibonacci sliver ascending triangle. And do I think that this is going to be anything super powerful? No, probably not. We're talking about maybe a day or two ascending triangle, but it might be enough to boost it up into the 61.8 channel here. So that's where Bitcoin's at right now. Let's just kind of get a feel for what could be going on here. Okay, I mean, ascending triangle off a huge extension. This is a very nice bull flagpole. We might be seeing the pennant come through here for a move to the upside. So Bitcoin is being Bitcoin right now. However, if Bitcoin stumbles, prepare to see this thing drop possibly back down to the 50% level, which would be right anywhere from 50,000 to 53,000 if things get really nasty. Let's play devil's advocate here for a second. I'm the type of person that likes to analyze everything from every side. So bear with me here. If I can get this to work, bear with me, folks. So what we are seeing here is if we see price action break down, it might get held up by the 61.8 786 level in the next week or two. So that's something to keep in mind. The opportunity Bitcoin has right now for it is to basically create some sort of ascending triangle here to really break through up and out of this rising wedge. Because this rising wedge, folks, is not something anybody wants to see on a chart. So I'm hoping that even if Bitcoin stumbles back down to like 46,000 over the next couple weeks, that this pattern plays out and then we can break the top of this rising wedge. It's not something that you see happen, unfortunately, all that often. So I'm not going to really reiterate anything else at this point. Let's look at the health of the total crypto market while we're here. Total crypto market health is in this. It's right in this same similar pattern to Bitcoin. No surprise there, because Bitcoin owns $1 trillion, half the market cap anyway. So we're going to see a lot of similarities here. Right now, I mean, it's anybody's guess as to what happens with the entire crypto market cap. We may see a fall happen, kind of like what we saw back in September. Maybe not as drastic, but keep in mind, folks, that these things do happen. So, if you see the market plummeting, it's because of these rising wedges. Other than that, folks, I just want to give a huge shout out to all my Patreons. You guys are wonderful. Thank you for supporting the channel. And I am working on a giveaway for all the Patreons. I think I'm going to go ahead and give away one of my NFTs. So it's $3 a month if you're looking to join, and you get your name, YouTube channel name, business name up on this banner. So thanks again, guys, and we will catch you guys on the next video.